Yo, everybody.
Hello.
Are we live? I got some background noise. I don't know where that's coming through, but mods, how are we tonight?
Is the background noise any better?
Is the echo bad? We're live. Did you hear our jam? Did you see our dance? We're having a good time over here. We are so excited, you guys. We are here to do the extreme pig roast this evening. Welcome, everybody. Here's Aurora Transparency. It's been a long time no see of this sweet lady, and we're long overdue. And let me tell you, she's got some great news tonight, and we're going to show some funny stuff. And we got some video that we're going to watch, some never seen before video footage. But Liz, how are you?
I'm doing good. Doing wonderful, more than good. What am I talking about?
We had a good day today.
Yeah, we did. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're in the middle of an action right now for homeless outreach. Yeah, I am really honored to tell you guys how much I just love having Aurora Transparency in the fray of stuff. This woman is like the ultimate activist. She really is, because what she believes in comes from the heart and soul, and then she just doubles down in genuine determination to stand her ground for what she believes in. And I have so much respect for people that can do that.
Thank you. All because you're my inspiration, girl. So I want to be like you when I grow up.
Yeah, but we each have our own qualities, and you definitely have a unique skill set to bring that I don't. You go deep in thought when you're showing up to say, hey, this is wrong, and I love it. And she is the ultimate sign maker, and she recently won an award, and she's pretty too. Yes, thank you, Keeper. The echo's that bad? Is the echo that bad, Ricardo, or are you just in here to start shit? Russ! Aw, thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
it's Russ. Nice. We haven't seen Russ in a while.
Aww.
Thank you for that super sticker, Russ. That was really nice.
That's so sweet.
Much appreciated. So, Smo Diego's in the house.
Smo, I see. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I'm truly honored.
Yeah. Hey, honored. If we have a mod in here that can post links, please. Stupid me. I didn't even put that in the description. Please post Aurora Transparency's channel if you haven't already subscribed to her, please. No echo? Okay, good. We're good. On that note, let's just set some house rules in here. If you're in here to start shit, don't bother, because you're going to get shit canned. This is my platform. If you want to have some intelligent dialogue, you got some questions or, an opinion that may not jive with everyone, that's fine. But if you come in here talking hella shit about any of my people, the things that we do as far as outreach with the homeless community, any of that, you're gone. You'll likely have no warning, but my mods are in charge. If you feel like you were wrongly attacked or blocked, send me an email. If you want to chew my ass out and call me every name in the book, send me an email, because I get hundreds of them. And I probably won't read it, but you can just feel good about being a keyboard warrior and sitting there and having so much anger that you got to type an 8-paragraph email to tell me what a horrible person I am. Have at it. Totally. But you won't do it in this chat. You will be thrown out. So those are the house rules. That's that. So it's really good to see you guys in here. Brian, thank you very much. It's not just me, it's Liz too. That deserves the admiration. So just a little bit of background about what we're going to talk about tonight. Back in January, there was an event. Some of you are probably aware of that event back in January, but a lot of you might not be. And I'm really excited to talk about it for the first time because get this, this cop feared for his life, and he had to get a restraining order for harassment. We're going to talk about the Corporal Crelly, who is a dipshit in District 6 amongst many dipshits. He slammed Liz into a wall back in January at 1:30-ish in the morning.
Yeah.
And it was scary.
Yeah.
And I was worried. And thank you, Dr. Broden. Thanks for being in here. Yeah, it's just fitting, right? So this event landed Liz in jail. Nobody else that went out that night was arrested or cited. A group of us wanted to go do some cop watching. We had decided that it was a good thing, Liz and I did, so we could go out that night and do some homeless outreach. The temperatures were dropping below zero. Denver was in a crisis of having no shelter and having to activate emergency shelter situations for the unhoused. And a lot of the guys wanted to go cop watch. It was just me and Liz. It was when, things were on a sane level to be able to work together here in the metro area. They're not anymore. And we're okay with that. Liz and I are totally okay with that. We're doing our thing. We're continuing to help people. It's what she wants to do. It's what I want to do. We mesh well together.
Very well.
So, yeah. And so we'd gone out and we actually had a good time.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Oh, we had a great time. I mean, all we did was laugh all night. And it was a great time. You even wrote a cop a ticket.
I even what?
You wrote a cop a ticket.
Oh, I did that night, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. And we were laughing it up with the cops down in District 6. Look, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go downtown. When we agreed to go out and cop watch, we said we're going to stay in District 4, out in the suburbs, not the suburbs, outside of downtown Denver, because it was a weekend. I do not like being downtown in Denver. It's a violent place, and the cops make it even more violent.
Yes.
And their first go-to down there in District 6 is violence. I know that. We've seen it. There's proof of it. Okay. Yeah. DMA's been down there. When what's his name? What's the older gentleman that got, slammed to the ground?
Yeah.
Grand Slam is his name.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So they were down there a few months prior to that, and one of those cops just lost his shit for no reason and just slammed him to the ground. And he went in an ambulance. The cop was pissed over the camera. So downtown is not my favorite place to be, but I assume full responsibility for agreeing to go down there. Liz and I kind of had this agreement that in no way, shape, or form were we going down there to get arrested, be confrontational, none of that. And it was going good, right?
Yeah. A beautiful night. As cold as it was, we had so much fun. And cops, we had great interactions with all the cops, really.
Yeah, I thought so too. We were joking with them about running me for a warrant, and Johnny Bravo had a megaphone and was kind of, just messing with them, and they were cool. Right there in Lodo. There's different sections of downtown Denver. So we were done for the night, and we said, well, let's go. It was after 1, right?
Yeah.
So we're headed south out of downtown Denver. We're not completely out of downtown Denver yet, or District 6. And we see this cop. Me, Aurora Transparency, and Johnny Bravo are in my vehicle. I'm driving. We see this cop driving like a damn fool with his hands out the window, waving and yelling at people. We're like, what is going on? So we record these cops. And that's a separate interaction from what we're going to see tonight. But I fully believe that it was those cops that radioed to the other cops right there in the vicinity and said, yeah, we got cop watchers here and we don't like it, blah, blah, blah. Right?
Yeah.
That entire police department knew that we were out there that night. We told them. Remember, we went to District 4?
Yeah, and announced, hey, we're filming tonight, so look out.
So
we
behave,
filmed
really.
inside the lobby, even inside the lobby, and they were okay with it.
In District 4, which, you know, they had me arrested, just me arrested for that, and then dropped the case, and now they arrested me again for it. That's another story.
Yeah.
So the entire police department knew we were out there. It got out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we were done. We were done for the evening. So we recorded that last interaction. It was a little confrontational, I thought, but you know, whatever. We laughed.
Yeah.
We were driving, and all of a sudden, this cop car pulls out in front of us. And then he's kind of tapping his brakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm driving behind him, going the speed limit. There was nothing erratic going on. He knew it was us. He decided to just stop.
Yeah.
In a lane of traffic. In a moving lane of traffic. At a green light, he just stopped. Probably hoping that I was going to rear end him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
the roads
Liz
were
and
icy.
yeah, it was getting slick. It was cold, right? Angel, thank you very much. Everybody smash that like button. So I stopped, and he continued to sit there without any emergency lights on. This is a very important piece of information that you need to know before we watch this video. His brake lights were showing, and his 2 bar lights in the back window were just solid. One red, one blue. No flashing lights, no nothing. So we sat there and recorded them just sitting there through 3 light cycles. And honestly, what was going through my head, I thought, maybe something's wrong. I really did.
Right.
I thought maybe he was like having a medical emergency or something. Maybe this cop was having an emergency. So I said to Liz, who was in the passenger seat, I said, make sure you record this. I got out of the car. I walked up to the side of his door. I looked in. He was alive. I said, excuse me, what are you guys doing? And he frickin' whipped that door open. I back up. Next thing I know, here comes Johnny Bravo. He's letting them have it. I'm like, oh shit, my car is still parked in this lane of traffic. Who knows what's going to go down, right? So, you about ready to see what went down?
Yes.
We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch about 7.5 minutes of this 30-minute video, okay? And then we'll kind of scroll through some parts. Oh, but wait a minute. Should we talk about the news?
Sure.
Let's hear it, Liz.
Saturday's news or the case news?
Let's hear the case news.
Okay. Well, all charges officially have been dropped. Case closed, and arrest has been like it never happened. Woo woo! Honey, we did it, huh, honey bear?
Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Because Liz was smart. I just want to say there are smart people that participate in activism, understand their rights, and there are even smarter people that know how to follow a case. And she did it with precision. All charges have been dropped. Yes. So let's watch this video.
Elvis.
Other news today, a child
Oops,
choked
sorry
to
about
death
this.
every 5 days in this country.
So does
And
a
a
cop.
2-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Wow, we got a holy grail shit show going on here, y'all. I don't know why we have this massive of police response, but this one cop car sat in this lane, impeded traffic as I was driving. This tall, lurchy dude got out, started barking orders at me. Don't start getting fucking smart with me. Oh, I'll have some motherfucking offensive language for you. You keep fucking egging me on, motherfucker, and it'll just go on all fucking night long. You understand? I told you to get him under control. Why are we gonna let this?
Yeah, I want his
All
name
right.
and badge number. I need a car for him too, since you don't have that.
All of this police response for this jackass that escalated this to this kind of response just for a homeless person? You gotta be shitting me, you guys. You have got to be shitting me. Hey! Ow! Hey! Whoa!
Fuck.
What the fuck, you guys? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
Y'all gonna answer on paper for that. Y'all don't know that.
You fucking asshole. You fucking prick. You escalated this whole fucking thing. You fucking idiot.
All right, guys. Because this is an active investigation, we're going to be putting up some crime scene tape. I'm going to need you guys to step back.
Well, once you put it up, we'll move.
It's coming out. Okay?
Let me have her camera. Let me have her camera. He just busted her camera. He threw her up against the glass. Let me have her camera. Can I have her camera?
Name and badge number. You damn right.
She'll release it to me. You don't need that to go to the jail.
So why the fuck you talking to me
Then
then?
go ask her to give it to me. God damn it. How am I being difficult? Bullshit. Bullshit. You're creating chaos because your officer escalated this whole fucking thing.
Policy. All right, you get the complaint in. Thank you. Very well.
God damn it. You guys. Unfucking real. Unfucking real.
Get his fucking name.
You have my card.
What in the actual fuck are you guys doing?
For no fucking reason. Yeah, fuck you, Sergeant. Fuck you. How about that? No fighting words. Nothing. Nobody breaking no laws.
Yes. Thank you. Look how easy that was, Munster. Look how easy that
Right there
was.
in his hand. It's going up behind you.
Okay, cool.
Miss Benson, step back
He's
behind
gonna
the tape,
put you
please.
inside here, so.
Thank you.
Back up for it.
For a homeless guy, huh? What are we investigating? For a homeless guy?
You're making it difficult for us to put up the
Okay.
tape, so
Just
he's trying
fucking
to put up
chill.
the tape. Do you see what he's doing here?
Just
Go ahead.
fucking chill.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Just fucking chill.
Back up. You're in my personal space.
Hey,
You got
you're
in
in
my
my
personal
I should be right
space.
next to the fucking tape. Shut the fuck up.
Can you give me a few
No,
feet?
you shut the
Can you
fuck
Back
up.
the fuck away from me. You put up crime
You
scene
scared
tape
little
on
pussy,
behind
then
it.
move back.
Why the fuck you want to be in my face? Look, it's
No,
that
it's only
fucking
unless
easy.
somebody broke the line. Nobody broke no laws.
What in the fuck are you guys doing? What in the actual fuck are you guys doing? Liz! What the fuck? I'm not gonna get hit. Why? Why do I need to stand on the sidewalk? You guys have the whole fucking street shut down.
That's what you're doing.
What in the fuck are you guys doing?
Like a fucking idiot.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Guarding a crime scene. A homeless guy in a fucking foyer. This is all over a homeless guy in a foyer. What in the fuck are you doing? Oh my God. Christopher, DMA, 8th and Broadway. All for a homeless guy. They're making him move, and this fucking lurch right here escalated the whole fucking thing right there. Turned it into a fucking Holy Grail event. What did you get these guys here on fucking an active shooter call? What the fuck are you guys doing? Just to get this guy out of the foyer.
Exactly. Because they got caught with their man impeding traffic. That's
What
happened.
the fuck are you idiots doing? Do you know how fucking stupid you look?
This sergeant right here is sitting there condoning nobody having a set policy or none of this shit.
Hey, that's you guys are so fucking dumb. This poor guy, he's just trying to stay warm. And this fucking lurch was driving down Broadway and saw him, so he slams on his brakes right here. No lights.
You're on the hook for that, bud.
What in the actual? We have video of what you did prior to, you stupid ass.
Video prior to all
Did you
this.
still want to do that traffic stop on me? You need to ask him if he wants to complete this traffic stop on me. He told me he was going to arrest me. You're going to make him finish the traffic stop?
Yeah, you think this is a fucking game?
No, I didn't. No, I did not refuse to identify myself. He would not tell me if he was doing a traffic stop. I don't have to give you my fucking ID. Why do you want to play stupid? Why do you want to play stupid? Just because he's ordering me to give ID doesn't mean I have to do it.
Nobody broke no goddamn laws out here.
Holy shit. Boy, you guys, you're going to get fucking IA super busy on this one, aren't you?
Every single little fucker out here, I didn't give their ID, a card, or none of that shit. And this guy condoning it as a fucking sergeant.
Where's Liz
You're damn
at?
right. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Is this the
Anybody
fucker that...
Yes.
Slow down. Is this the fucker that slammed Liz into the glass?
Both of them.
No, it was... No, it wasn't.
I know this guy's on the hook for that shit. Snatching her up. They ain't even stated why she even got arrested. I guarantee I don't know the elements of the crime they're even going to charge somebody with.
Okay, so at this point, I'm actually just realizing what is going on. And now I'm starting to panic because I actually didn't know what happened. I caught it on the live stream, but I wasn't watching it. I heard the thump, and then I saw them walking her off. I honestly didn't register that they were like putting you in a car. I for whatever reason, I thought you were like still there. Liz, I'm sorry.
It happened so fast. So yeah, I mean, it didn't hit me that I was arrested either, you know? I mean, after being slammed, and I was so fucking scared for my life. I've never been that afraid in my entire life because I didn't know when he was gonna stop, you know? And he kept
one
twisting.
cop car.
Yeah, I mean, it was really scary.
Got to be shitting me. Whoa! What the fuck, you guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to be shitting me. Whoa!
You're muted, Regan.
Oops. Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah.
That was just crazy. And it just didn't. It never needed to even get to this.
No.
They had like 9 cops there, you guys,
Yeah.
for nothing.
No.
Liz, do you think that he stopped on that corner because of the homeless individual in the lobby? I don't.
Oh, for sure. No. I think they knew it was us.
Yeah.
'Cause-
And then it was convenient that there
Right.
was someone in that lobby.
Yep.
So, hey, everybody, that's Corporal Crelly. You see his fat ass? You see this fat fucker? And this is an R-rated show this evening. So if you don't like language, leave. Sorry, don't know what to tell you. This dude came from out of nowhere, absolutely out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and confronted her. He didn't even know what the hell was going on,
Nope.
right? So
Yeah.
let's show the beginning of what was going on here. This is never seen before footage here. I haven't published this. This was going to be used at Liz's trial, which, by the way, was this coming Thursday, everybody. Tomorrow. And
Yes.
we've learned as of yesterday that charges were dropped. Is that sharing? No, I got to share that again. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm kind of slow with the sharing of stuff. This is what happened before I started live streaming. Never seen before.
All right, sir. I don't know about that. You're sitting in the road impeding traffic. Yeah, and I'm a Denver police officer. You're impeding traffic. Hey, you're impeding traffic. Hey, we're trying to move.
No, it's mine.
No, we don't.
I need your driver's license.
Why?
Not the vehicle.
Why do you need my driver's license? Are you doing a traffic stop? Are you doing a traffic stop? You're doing a traffic stop? Because you've sat here through 3 light cycles without your
Get
lights
back
on.
in your car.
I'm going to move my car and park it
Get back
right
in your
here.
car.
Why?
Because I'm giving you a lawful order as a police officer. Do you
Or
recognize?
else what?
Do you want to be charged with resistance? I don't understand.
With
why you're in
resistance?
there. Yes.
Resistance
to
of
police
what?
authority. Is there a reason you're out of your car?
Yeah, because you were impeding traffic. Call a supervisor.
You got it.
Call a supervisor. Liz, get on the sidewalk. There's Aurora Transparency, minding her own business, just filming. Yeah, he wanted me back in my car.
You have your license, ma'am?
You better make sure you know what you're doing.
That you're operating a vehicle
You better
legally.
make sure. You better
I
make
need
sure
you.
you know what you're doing.
I need
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Don't put
If
your
you're
finger in
doing
my
it,
face.
I'll put my fucking finger wherever the fuck I want it. You understand me? You better make sure
Are you
that
gonna
you
get back in your
fucking know
car?
what you're doing.
Are you getting back in
Why
your
do
car?
I need to get back in my car? What am I doing?
Because I'm telling you to get back in the car.
Why? Why?
Because you're impeding my
I
investigation.
am not impeding shit. I haven't stopped you from doing anything. Get a supervisor here. Get a supervisor. Get a supervisor.
I have a supervisor.
Everything going on okay?
Not really.
What's going on?
They sat here through 3 light cycles with
Okay.
no lights on.
Gotcha.
I was trying to go in this lane. They would not go. I got out of the vehicle to ask them what they were doing, and he starts getting confrontational with me, making unlawful orders.
Is this your boy over here?
He's with me.
Can we get him to calm down a little bit, please?
Yeah.
I just, there's really not, we really don't need this type of issue.
He
I'll
started
get
it.
him to calm down.
He
if you can get him
started
to
it.
calm down.
He started it.
Cool, cool.
Johnny, John, come here. It's all right.
You just impeded us.
I know. It's cool.
They're not listening, dude.
Listen.
Josh,
Stop. Stop.
do me a favor, man. Take a deep breath, okay?
We're
I know
cool.
who you
We're
guys
cool.
are.
We're
I know
cool.
how things are working, okay?
We're cool.
You gotta realize
It's a
you fuck
busy
put
night,
hands on somebody,
Josh.
you gonna answer, bud.
Stop.
Yeah, that's why you gloved up.
Stop.
'Cause you thought you were gonna fucking put hands on somebody.
Stop.
Do me a favor, buddy.
Stop.
You got a lot of units coming.
Ain't nobody broken the law.
All for a homeless person.
He's broken the law. He's impeding traffic.
Stop, Johnny. Stop.
If he's got his lights on, he's got
He
every
did?
right to
Cool,
stop and
then.
do what he's
Cool.
got to
He
do.
did not
okay?
have his
Thank
lights
you.
on.
But
Thank
they
you.
are on now.
You need to address him
They
hopping
are
out,
on
bluffing
now.
up, think he's
Well,
just gonna fucking take off on the public for no reason.
Take a deep breath and relax. Everything's gonna be fine. All right?
Just
Take a deep breath.
they're
let them do
blowing
their
it.
job.
They're blowing
Okay.
it. Just stop. They're
I get
blowing
that
it.
he's on the car,
This
and
one
I
right
feel
here?
that, bud.
Okay.
But you're impeding traffic. And when you get told that, he hits his sponsors, I'm gonna go put you in jail.
So we'll talk with them about that, okay? But as far as you know, if they have their emergency lights on,
They did
can-
not.
but they do now. So
Yes.
They can go ahead and they can stop the traffic and do what they need to do.
So technically,
Okay.
he is impeding traffic.
Okay, so yeah, that was prior to what you just saw when Liz got slammed into the wall. At that point, I knew I needed to go live because we weren't getting out of there, and there's something to be said about not escalating the scene any more than we really had to. And at that point, I knew that John was pretty fired up. Johnny Bravo was pretty fired up, right? And I had a feeling he was probably going to jail. You're still muted, but that's not how it went down. Crowley, that stupid cop, came out of nowhere and did that to her.
Yeah.
He targeted you.
Mhm.
He saw you off by yourself. So there's lessons here, you guys. There's lessons here. When you're cop watching, learn from other mistakes and
Mhm.
learn from ours. Okay?
Yes.
I was cussing them out back then. Oh no, I have not stopped cussing them out. Trust me. Trust me on that one. Yeah. So, I'm kind of thinking to myself, okay, we got to get the hell out of here. It's 1:30, it's 1:40 in the morning. But at this point, we had figured out that there was a homeless individual in that lobby. So I had to do a couple things. I mean, I had to make sure this homeless individual was going to be okay. And I had to try to get John in the car. A lot of things are going through my mind. I'm dead tired. And then after that happened to Liz, I went, shit, we're all going to jail. We had split up for the evening. DMA was gone with his crew that was with him. Here's my car sitting there. We're all going to jail. My car's going to impound. Nobody's going to know any of this, right? It's 2:00 in the morning. And so yeah. So don't separate yourselves
No.
when you're cop watching. Stay together. Don't scream and escalate things any more than you have to.
Right.
I mean, what would you say, Liz?
Or don't sound quite, or like don't sound like you're about to kill him or something. I don't know. I mean, there's a difference. There's different levels of escalation, and some were higher. Don't take it here. Here's okay, but not here.
So find a balance, you guys, and always have a damn camera in your hand. Johnny Bravo is out there with no camera. Do not ever do that.
Yeah.
I was live streaming. Liz was static recording on her nice camera equipment. But we were in trouble. I was feeling a little scared. I gotta be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Right?
Um,
I know. To be honest, I really thought Johnny was the one that was getting arrested that night. I mean, I really wasn't yelling. I was the one night
you weren't doing anything.
I know.
You weren't doing anything. You were you were simply standing there and recording, and Crowley, he saw you by yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why he did that. So I want to share a few more clips here of this. Everybody, Aurora Transparency is in the back of this car. I don't know if you saw that on the live, but they fucking slammed her into that glass up there. I finally figured out where she was. See a treadmill recently? And you're fucking fat. And you need to get on a fucking treadmill so you can actually fight some real fucking crime. Because he saw this.
If you have an hour this week, you can
Sorry.
learn 100 songs on the piano by learning just 4 chords. These.
This fucking homeless guy.
Where's her at? They take her or what?
Yeah, they've got her in a car. They're fucking arrested. This fat motherfucker who hasn't seen a treadmill in 50 fucking years. Oh, shut up. She is very medically fragile. Is she okay?
She's okay. I helped her into the back of the seat. She's sitting there.
What are you charging her with?
Your property. I'm not doing the paperwork.
What are you charging her with, you fat fucker? Fuck you. You fucking pig. Locks his fucking door. Are you afraid, you fucking pussy? You gotta fucking toss around a woman? You fucking pussy! Fuck. I was mad at this point. You let this fucking happen? You really let this fucking happen? This is Mansert, the sergeant. What in the fuck are you thinking?
Go back in service.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
After you tossed around a woman over a fucking camera? You just cheered your fucking pigs on? The fuck are you thinking? He was just trying to arrest me at this point. You're gonna have your bitch complete that traffic stop? He's waiting for me to do something so he can arrest me. Can't fight real crime? Bring 20 of you dumb fuckers over here for a fucking camera? The fuck are you thinking? Yeah, kicking the homeless guy out of a fucking lobby. Set up crime scene tape for a fucking homeless guy in a lobby. And it ended up being a woman. And take a woman to jail over a fucking camera? And you wonder why fucking people hate you. You don't wonder, do you? Yeah. You fucking know. Every fucking day. You suck.
This is the course you want to be on? This is what you condone? You like doing this shit? You like arresting people? Bro, hey, be real with me. What if that was...
Why don't you just leave him alone? Huh? Why don't you just fucking leave him alone? They were going to cite the homeless person. Didn't you get what you wanted tonight? Then get in your fucking car and leave. You fucked everything up. You're not doing a job. You're not doing any job.
Everybody's gone. You're the only one standing here. Why don't you be the change, man? We're hiring. How about you be the change? How about you go
And
tell
quit.
tell the fucking sergeant he fucked up. Tell somebody out here that they're not doing their job right. How about you be that change, huh? You be the change, man. No, I know that's fucking funny, you, huh? You're the voice of it.
You fucking idiots. You fucking idiots. Yeah, that was rough. So that's pretty much all we're going to watch of that one. And it got worse. It got worse for Liz. And I'm devastated over this piece of it. And Amanda, my mod, asked me earlier, when is this going to trial? She wasn't asking when you're going to criminal trial. She's asking, when are you going to put them cops up on the stand? It's coming, you guys.
Yeah.
It's coming. Amanda, I am passionate about those that I care about. And you know what? At that point, I'd realized that I didn't even give a shit if I was going to go to jail at that point. I'm kind of surprised I didn't. I know Munsert, that sergeant, you know, I was right there by his side the whole time, in his ear the whole time, reminding him what a bunch of fuck ups he was condoning right there. And he was trying to think of something to throw me in cuffs there at the end. But I was devastated. I was devastated that this happened to Liz because she just picked up her third case. She had 3 open cases in 3 different jurisdictions. And here she is, medically fragile. You know, leave her alone. Let her do her own stuff. But you start throwing her into walls and putting her in handcuffs and putting her in bad positions, things don't go good. Okay? So tell us what happened next, Liz.
So they drove me to Denver Health because there was no paramedics available at the time. So as soon as I get to Denver Health, they shackle me to a bed, arms, feet, and they took some x-rays. I really I needed some of my medication. I knew they weren't going to have all of it because I'm on specialty medication, but I knew some of my basic medications they would be able to provide me. They ended up not giving me any medication. They left me shackled in the bed. And my little thing didn't work. I was laying there for hours in the dark, and they turned off the lights, left the room. I had to go potty because we stopped at Starbucks, you know, a couple hours before, so I had a good latte in my bladder. And when I asked to use the restroom, when somebody finally came, they wouldn't let me get up. So my option was to urinate myself in the bed, and that's what I had to do. So I had to lay there shackled, full of my own urine. I was freezing cold because they only gave me a sheet, not a blanket. Well, it didn't matter anyway. It was full of pee. You know, I had pee all the way up to my shoulders on my back because it soaked up the whole bed. So I went to jail. I smelled so good in jail.
I'm still furious over this. And you guys, internal affairs complaints were filed right away.
Of course.
We escalated the complaint against Denver Health as high as we could. Everybody was cleared, and they did it fast.
Yeah.
They cleared everybody fast.
Yeah.
And
they sure the
I'll tell you what, Liz, I don't know how I would have got through that. I probably would have picked up some additional charges.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't know how I was so calm, to be honest. I really don't. It was so surreal. I'm like, am I fucking dreaming? This is nuts. And as a woman, my my first husband was an abuser, so I have quite a bit of domestic violence. I'm a domestic violence survivor. I was married to the man almost 20 years. So I put up with many years of abuse until, now I've learned to have a voice for myself. That's why I was so quick to defend myself. When the cop grabbed my arm, he grabbed my arm hard. As somebody who survived many years of abuse, and I've learned to stand up for myself, no, you ain't touching me. Nobody gets to touch me without my consent. Sorry.
He gave you no orders.
No. And the orders that he did give me, I followed. Because that's why this shit's all dismissed. Because when we went to the dismissal hearings, Crowley said on the stand,
Let me back up there. So you had a motions hearing,
yes.
and her attorney team put Crowley up on the stand in a motions hearing. And I didn't get to go to that. I went to it, but of course I got kicked out of the courtroom because I actually was subpoenaed as a witness. But of course, a motions hearing before trial includes putting cops up on the stand, getting them to say, not even getting them to say, just letting them talk and say a bunch of stupid shit to use against them at trial. So she was at a motions hearing that I didn't get to attend. And they put Crowley up on the stand. What did he say for all of it, Liz?
That he really feared for his safety. He said, I shoved my camera in his face, but I followed every order that he gave me. He told me to back up, and I did. And everything he said, he literally said, she did nothing wrong.
Did he use those words up on the stand at that motions hearing?
Yes.
He said she did nothing wrong?
Yes.
Oh my God. We should get the transcripts for that.
I know.
At some time. So yeah, that was her motions hearing a couple months ago, and then it was set for trial this Thursday, and she got notification 2 days ago that it had been dismissed. And of course we verified it through the courts. It's been dismissed. But it got even worse, you guys. And this should have never happened. This should have never happened. But because they took her over to Denver Health, she wasn't coming up in the system right through the booking process. And so anytime anybody goes to jail, you got to have your people there for when they get out, right? But you could literally go down to Denver and be there for 10 hours, 30 hours. You don't know, right? So we had somebody waiting for her outside of the jail. And the reason he was waiting for it was our friend Leonard. Leonard was waiting for her outside of the jail because he'd gotten into it with the staff inside the jail because they weren't giving him reliable information. I was at home trying to work with Liz's husband and watch the computer and just make sure if there was any money needed or whatever, that I could do all that while somebody was there just in case she got out. Well, unbeknownst to all of us, they released her way before any of us even knew. Okay? She didn't know that somebody was waiting for her in their vehicle. I had her cell phone. She didn't even have a cell phone, so she had nobody's numbers. Her husband was coming to get her, but she didn't know that. She was so upset that this woman walked out of that Denver jail and walked down frickin' East Colfax
on a Sunday
to get
morning.
home. And then she met a stranger along the way. I shit you not. She meets this random stranger in a vehicle. What does your mom tell you? Don't get into cars with strangers. She befriends this guy on Colfax.
Barely
He thinks
speaks English. I barely speak Spanish. We were quite the
But he felt bad for her. He saw something going on with her. He approached her. She told him what happened. And she ended to, you got a little bit of a lift from him, but you were almost home.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
I was halfway. I walked 5 miles. I still had 5 more miles.
You guys, and it was winter.
It was 8 degrees outside. Oh, he was the nicest man. And I'll never forget, because the bus, I couldn't run. My feet were so fucking cold. So I was trying to like power walk as fast as I could, but the bus was a good block and a half ahead of me. So I kept like trying to, and I was going to tell the bus driver, please just let me ride down the street a little bit. Let me get warm, please. I was going to beg to the bus driver to please let me on. And then I'm like, well, I guess maybe I'm like, should I hitchhike? I'm like, nah, this is fucking Colfax. Guess again. You're better off walking, girl. And then the guy that stopped for me, I had seen him drive by, and then a few minutes, or I don't know how much longer later, I see him come back, and then he came back up again. And then he stops and he's like, he rolls the window down and he's like, get in. And he's in this big ass lifted Jeep. It looks like, it looked like some hillbilly from, way south should be driving this thing. I had no idea when I opened the door. Buenos dias. I was like, oh my God. And I was.
But at the end of the day, you came back together in your mind and really laid it out about how there are nice people out there. There are still good people that care about each other, right? I mean,
I know.
And you got home and you called me finally, and I didn't even know how to apologize. I couldn't believe what had happened, but holy shit. She survived it. It wasn't good. She pretty sick afterwards. Probably pretty disgusted and mad at those of us that should have been there for her the second she walked out that door. But you guys, it was just total chaos.
It was really funny. I really was expecting hella people to be there, to be honest, and when I get out there, and then I'm just like, oh fuck. And then I'm like, I knew they were fucking with the information. Like, yeah, I was sad, but I wasn't mad at you guys. I knew that, it was just a lot of misinformation, and I knew they were fucking with me because that's what they love to do to auditors.
They do it.
And
they do it.
And they usually hold us forever. They got me as soon as I was done. Thank God they have jury or trials on, or not trials. You can see the judge on Sunday in Denver.
Right.
So I saw the judge at 10, and man, they got me as soon as I was done. I went back to my cell, and I didn't even get a chance to climb up on the bunk bed yet. And they called my name, and they're like, grab your shit.
Because that usually doesn't happen. That usually doesn't happen in Denver. It was like 10.5 hours for me after a PR bond. So Liz went before the judge and was granted a PR bond. So there was no bond there. She steered the course through this case, and we were quiet about it like we needed to be. We're going to take a little bit of a break and go a little bit of a different direction here for a second, because I think Liz also wants to clear up some misconceptions about some things that stupid fuckers think they need to get on the internet and talk about, and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Liz did not take a plea deal out in Arapahoe County, and there are people smarter than other people that get on the fucking internet and run their mouths about shit that they know nothing about. Liz?
Oh, yeah, Sheridan. We can talk about Sheridan.
It's a dismissal.
Yes. I never, ever once pled guilty. Those words never came out. Well, not guilty came out my mouth because I was taking that all the way to trial. I got a public defender for that. The rest of the guys that got arrested, they all shared one attorney. But I went ahead and qualified, and I'm like, well, you know, I didn't want to have attorney that had already so many other people. I thought,
And you
no,
had great representation over there. You had
yeah.
great representation in Arapahoe County.
Yeah.
And you were smart about it, and you steered the course there as well. And
Yeah.
you were actually the first one
Yes.
that was smart enough to do what needed to be done very quietly. So there are people in Denver that are smarter. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm pissed off about that, but we're not going to go into great detail on that, except that she is going to come out well ahead there, as well as this case in Denver that should have never happened.
Right.
Those cops had an opportunity to do the right thing that night and let her go. I honestly, it was so stupid and so egregious and just over the top. I honestly thought that they were going to let her go. I can say in my mind, they can't be serious. Are they for real right now? And then they didn't even arrest me. The whole traffic stop thing. I mean, they had
Johnny,
probably.
I mean, I really thought Johnny. That's who I was expecting. In all honesty, you know. Yeah.
It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. We're at about an hour. Can we take like 10 more minutes and kind of browse through the police report?
Oh yes, please.
So, yeah, let's look at this, because this jackwagon. We need cops' names out there. We need names and badge numbers, and this is the time we're going to do it. Okay, so Crelly it's Corporal Robert Crelly, badge number 13036, and Crelly was also involved in that assault on Grand Slam. Crelly has also had some problems in the past in his career, and now he's got this. And Denver continues to clear him. This is a killer cop right here. This is one of those idiots that can't think under pressure, doesn't know what to do, so immediately gets violent, like a lot of cops, right? So he's talking about his scene here. Nierenberg is that lurch that we keep referring to, the big tall guy. He's the one that escalated every bit of this. He called for all that backup. And you heard one of those cops in the video. If you didn't watch that original live stream, go back and watch that. You hear that cop who knows me. We'd had interaction with him earlier that night in District 4. How the hell he got over to District 6, I don't know. They probably go down there after their shifts. He tells me, we need you guys to back up. We got a lot of units coming. And he refers to me right away as Miss Benson, right?
Yeah,
so, yeah. So, his little narrative. Officer Nierenberg provided his name and badge number and told Elizabeth to stop hindering his ability to do his job. That ever happened, Liz?
Yeah, as I was walking away from him.
She first walked away, but then turned around and said, "Why don't you shut the fuck up?" Well, Crowley forgot to write in here. That pissed us off. So this is what we did next.
Yeah.
So you guys can kind of see some of this. You can read through it. Here is where it gets interesting. Elizabeth thrust her camera forward toward my face and began screaming, demanding my name and badge number. That never happened. He approached her. It's clear in the video. She's standing 2 feet from me and extended her camera forward? No, That's a lie. He grabbed her arm. He doesn't put any of that in here. I felt that Elizabeth being so close to me left me with no ability to react to whatever action she may take. So we have to keep a reactionary gap by stepping in your personal space, Liz, and grabbing your arm. But yet he needs to stay 3 feet from you? Right. This guy couldn't lie more in a report if he tried. Due to her being so close to me, I raised my left hand at about chest level and gently guided the camera backward away from me. Now, how stupid is that? Backward away from me? So you pulled it towards yourself, Crelly? What were you going to do? Throw it over your shoulder? You stupid ass. She didn't slap his left wrist. She swatted his arm away. Everybody was so convinced, right, Liz? All the haters. Oh, she assaulted that cop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. All the trolls kept saying, that's what you get when you hit a cop. Don't hit a cop and you won't get arrested.
Uh-huh. Well, now we see. I was able to grab her arm and use an arm control hold technique to gain control of Elizabeth's arm, which subsequently included me swinging her around and slamming her into the glass because Elizabeth turned away from, and I feared she may try to resist my control further. So I escorted her to the wall. Yeah. This female officer on the scene, she was also involved in that shooting downtown where they saw somebody with a guy. So some cops in Denver just started open firing into a crowd. She was one of them. And is that Officer Lieberson? Is that her name?
Yes, yes.
She was the one, she was actually nice there. She came out and talked to me a little bit, right? She didn't want anything to do with it, right?
Yeah, no.
She was pretty cool with you, right, Liz?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She definitely was. I said, hey, can I give all my stuff to Regan? She goes, oh, yeah, for sure. Because I had asked Crowley and he told me no. And when he left me in the car, when he left me in the car alone with the girl, I said, hey, can you please give all my stuff to Regan? I said, I don't need it to come to the jail with me because I didn't want them to confiscate my camera. I didn't know if they were going to, suddenly decide to do that or not.
Well, and your phone, right?
And your phone. Yeah.
We didn't want them to end up taking that phone. So, and they did give it to us, but unfortunately that left you without a phone there, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it gets even more interesting here because here's another cop, and I'm going to show you guys who Kenny Berg is. Those of you that have followed me for a long time know exactly who Kenny Berg, D. Arahu is. I never saw him down there. And I don't understand why he was the sergeant that responded to the scene and apparently approved the charges of harassment and obstructing a peace officer. Now, I certainly hope that it really didn't have anything to do, Kenny Berg, with the fact that I was involved, that you did something so stupid. And last I knew, I thought you were a corporal, not a sergeant. So this dumb shit obviously got promoted. I'm going to show you a video of Kenny Berg here in a second. But Crowley ended up getting himself a restraining order granted against Liz, not to harass the poor guy. So, of course, when you're going through that kind of criminal prosecution, you're not going to say anything. We didn't say much about Crowley through all of this. And, we didn't want Liz picking up any more charges. But, it lends the question to, where do you draw the First Amendment? Where do you draw the line in the sand on what you can say about what is public information? I mean, you've seen people before get charged by violating a protection order. right? That's a cop's wet dream, right? I mean, he was hoping
Yeah.
for it,
I know. That's
right?
why I stayed away from downtown this whole time, unless I had to be there.
Right?
Yeah.
Do we have a mod in here still, though? Irish Rover, you're leaving? I just need to know we have a mod in here, please. So, at any rate, this is his stuff. He lied, right? Elizabeth thrust her camera forward toward my face and began screaming, "This shit is all a lie."
Yeah.
Yeah, Nierenberg, he's the lurchy dude. Yeah, so if you guys want to read that, you can go back and watch this and read this.
Yeah, and then the judge had even said, the First Amendment is certainly your right. Oh gosh, I forget. No, my God, it just slipped my head. But she really emphasized how I was so disrespectful to the police officers.
And it
Yeah,
just so happens that
I was.
Judge, what's her name? Lombardi.
Yes, Lombardi.
Yeah, Judge Lombardi over in Denver. She's married to a cop. Yeah, imagine that, if you will. So, one last thing, I think. Did I miss anything, Liz?
No, I think we covered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to show. I want to show this Kenny Berg video, you guys. This ultimately, I guess I'm just learning this for the first time tonight. When Liz shared this, these narratives with me, I thought Munzert was the one that approved all those charges. I'm shocked that it was Kenny Berg, and I really think that this is why. I really do.
Wow.
And this is kind of a twist tonight on this.
Yeah.
This is me out advocating with my homeless people, and this video is a couple years old.
This is my first video I saw of you.
Move on. Okay? We can't be coming back. We can't be creating this situation every time. Okay.
This is Kenny Berg.
Okay. Very good. Can I help you?
Jonathan.
What are you telling him to move on for?
Jonathan.
Because they can't be here past 72 hours. They know that.
How do they know that?
Because I already told them.
You verbally told them?
Yes, I verbally told them.
Well, that doesn't count. So how about you move on? You like that?
I'm here.
Can I have your card, please?
Yep.
Is your body cam activated?
My body cam is activated, and as soon as I finish talking to them, I will be glad to address whatever.
I'll take your card, please.
As soon as I'm done with them, ma'am.
I'll take your card, please. You're required to identify yourself. Give me your card, please.
Yes, I am gonna do it. I'm gonna ask you.
What
to
if
wait
I don't want to wait? What if I don't want to wait?
You have to wait because I'm not here to serve you. I came here to respond to a complaint.
You're here to serve the people,
yes,
and I'm part of the people. And when you come out here and I hear you telling the homeless to move on, I want to know where the fuck you're coming from. So give me your fucking card. How's that?
I will give you my card and ask
Thank
you
you.
To wait over there.
I'll stand where the fuck I want to. How's that? Because you don't get to fucking tell me where to stand.
Okay. Jonathan, how are you, man?
Good, how you doing?
Good. So the situation is still the same. Got another call from people here at the business, right? I spoke to you 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I moved already.
Well, the trailer is still there.
No, I moved.
Now,
I moved over there, and then I came back over here now.
Okay,
but I was there. I was there for 4 days, and then I just came back. I've been here probably like my second day here.
That trailer has not moved.
It has moved.
This goes on and on. Kenny Berg, you know, I was quiet and he had an opportunity to leave. He wouldn't leave. Right? I wasn't interfering with anything, but he was
Because
pissed.
you're on patrol, so you're answering
he-
a complaint supposedly
So he
by
wants
the
to run my
same
place,
business that we've addressed
right?
with trash.
He's an escalator. All they want to do is continue to escalate it. You will back down from these fuckers, or they will continue to do this. So Liz, and if anybody wants to go watch that video's old. If we had more, I don't think we have any mods in here. So we're gonna have to end this here pretty soon.
Okay.
But I'm telling you this for the first time. This interaction with Kennyberg started a huge war within the Denver Police Department because I filed a complaint on him for this. The IA commander came back, and in her position letter, in the determination letter, she wrote that she submitted this to have me prosecuted. And she wrote that this officer should have arrested me. Okay? So this is all news to your case. It's really interesting. And I don't know. I mean, I'm just speculating that this could have been part of the dismissal. They knew they were going to have me up on the stand. This is the sergeant that said, yay, on all of those charges on you. When he could have said, no, we're not doing this. So, yeah, this is all kind of news tonight. And yeah.
That's nuts.
So at any rate, that's the story. Our extreme sign maker, she's got beautiful stuff back there. If you need a sign for a good protest, Liz and I are thinking about starting a business. Protesters for hire.
Yeah, right? Heck yeah. I mean, we're cracking open some cases here. Look at Lakeside.
Right. Right. I mean, we've been out doing some interesting stuff. And the bottom line in all of it, though, is still the ability to do homeless outreach.
Yeah.
And we do it at really every turn. And we were at an event today. Well, it wasn't an event, it was an action downtown. And we're asking the mayor to hold true to his word about not sweeping people. And so we've got another day of that tomorrow. Liz has been really instrumental in being a good volunteer for some individual people, including Shelley, who we're going to be getting into housing soon. Look at all the people start dropping off when we start talking about homelessness. That's okay, you guys. I know it's not all that exciting. But if you want to hire some professional protesters, we may just be for hire. I'm just saying. Bokomo, it's okay. No problem. It says I am the executive director of Helping Hands. I guess it shouldn't say X. I am the current executive director of Helping Hands for Dignity. It is a fully functioning, fully legitimate, very awesome 501c3 in the state of Colorado. And I'm really proud to have people like Liz involved in it and others. And thank you to everyone that continues to donate, whether it be in materials or money. We definitely need it. We're kind of on a new mission to really work hard to secure housing for individuals right now, and then make sure that they have a reason to want to live in their new housing. You know, these folks get housing and they say, see, I have fun with that empty apartment, no bed, no couch, no food, no dishes, no nothing. So could you imagine that some people go, yeah, I'll just stay out here on the street. We don't want that. So we're on some new missions to actually follow through with securing housing. And they're slow and painful processes, right, Liz?
Oh God.
What else you want to tell us, girlfriend?
Oh, well, in case anybody doesn't know, there's an eclipse on Saturday in the morning. Here in Aurora and the metro area, we will get about 80% darkness. So it will be pretty much like the sun has already set, and we may be able to see some stars. I don't know for sure. But during said eclipse, I am officially getting married to my husband, who I've been calling my husband. And I am so honored. I asked Regan Benson to be the officiant of said wedding. So Regan is going to marry me during the eclipse on Saturday.
How sweet is that? This
I
is gonna be
know.
so cool.
I'm so
That's
excited.
awesome.
I mean, I'm so
Yeah.
honored that Regan said yes when I asked her. So I'm just like, I got the goosebumps talking about it. I mean, it's just such an
So her
honor.
and Carlos are taking the official plunge this Saturday, and this is going to be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to this, and I was really honored to be asked to do that. So that's what we're doing this Saturday. And a boring sandwich. Aurora missed her calling as a TV meteorologist. Right. Razor, thanks for being in here tonight. Does anybody have any questions before we wrap it up? Thanks for being in here and watching. Maybe we should, I just want to play this one last video because it kind of closes this up with this whole situation about this stupid ass cop that escalated this whole thing. Was that tall lurchy dude. And I ran into him a couple months ago and I didn't even know it because it gets worse. They put this guy literally on patrol of all the homeless now. And check this out. People, but this is how they're doing it. I don't believe this new administration. Look at that. Look at that brand new tent. I don't think this administration is serious about stopping this. It's been a month now, and so far we've had things like this going on every day. We've had RVs being literally swooped up with no notice. People left, standing on the streets. We got a situation with Shelly, stole her RV and then took her to a motel out in Aurora, dumped her out there. From what she tells me, there's another woman in that same motel that they did the same thing to. I'm going to try to get out there today and talk to her. But this is how Denver is dealing with homelessness.
We are the Skaggs family, Matthew and Cosette, and we are owners of Jellyfish Lighting.
I had no idea. But I knew he
Come
stood there
steal all their stuff.
and let it go on. What was the reason for just taking that property?
The basement area that's already closed off for EDPHC.
So that was the sweep last Friday. So how was this?
And it's still, this whole block is still closed.
And how would this person have known that?
If you have any more questions,
How would this person have known that?
you mean the person that abandoned the property?
How do you know they abandoned it?
I'm not gonna. I'm Reagan. I'm not gonna.
It's Regan, Longy. Can I have your card, please? Yeah, he's not going to tell us that he just stood here and watched an orchestrated theft of personal property. How is that person supposed to know this?
Yeah, go from there, then this one's gonna go two. Yeah.
These were to solve homelessness as well. Aren't these nice? Do you have BWC on this today? All right, very good. Nuremberg. You just orchestrated theft. Why? You just stood here and orchestrated stealing someone's personal property. Why? All you do is what? You give them an escort? Is that what you said? All he does is give them an escort. So apparently they have all the authority to steal people's property. And he's their personal security. That's exactly what it is. So when he said my name, I knew he knew who I was. And I'm like, okay, who's this dumb shit? And it was Nuremberg. That same cop from that night. He had a beanie on that night. And so I didn't really recognize him. But this is what we do here in Denver. We give the trash crew an escort. So they can go around, literally, and steal homeless people's personal property and throw it in the back of that trash truck. And this new mayor said that wasn't going to happen. And it is. And it's continuing to. And I think these cops get a kick out of it, to be honest with you. And so
definitely
why this guy was there that night to boot that homeless, and it ended up being a homeless woman in that lobby. They kicked her out of there and left her standing outside. And yeah, it's rough. So anyway, I think we answered all our questions, Liz. What else?
I think that's it. I'm like, geez. So much going on.
There is a lot going on. So congratulations to you and Carlos. I will see you Saturday.
Yes.
And absolutely. And we're glad you're back in the saddle. Yes. We're doing more things out there and trying to have a good time at it and still serve people. That's what this is all about. So again, for those of you joining, thank you. Thank you for all your donations. And yes, Note Crowley is still employed in District 6. I put that in the chat. Still very employed in District 6. And will continue to stay employed in for the Denver Police Department. And he's probably going to kill a couple people. I'm be real honest with you. They don't want to recognize their red flag cops. They let them continue to do this shit. Thank a union.
Yeah.
Thank the FOP. So, you guys, I don't know. It's not getting any better, and it is discouraging. But always record the popo.
Yes.
And when you come across a lurch and a crelly, do a double.
Yeah.
Why don't you? All right, lady. Thank you for being on here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we have some music going out here? Is that our outro music? We need some dance music. Thanks, mods. Appreciate you.